Hello, namaste, and welcome to Margazhi Mozhi. And we have been having challenges with our technical setup. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, Kamala. And very, very sorry
Thank
about
you.
this.
That's perfectly fine. Thank you so much. Namaskarams to one and all.
Right. So before we start off, I really want you to say, how you in style you say, welcome to Namabash. I want you to say that in full style, full Josh. Say that, please.
Okay. So, Namaskarams and welcome to Namabash with Kamala Gopal.
Wonderful. That is one of the most amazing. How many times have you said this line in the last year, two, three? How many times have you said this, Kamala?
I think every video of mine starts with the same dialogue. Welcome to Namabash with Kamala Gopal. I think immense pride in that phrase, Namabash, as if it exclusively belongs to us.
So sorry. So very interesting that your Namabashe starts with Delhi and then goes on to Kerala as little bit of Nagarkoil and then little Mumbai, some Chennai, and now of course you become a star with the Vicks ad which you have done. So
Oh yes. So a lot of people, see, usually you don't recognize people who are on screen doing advertisements. Either they are celebrities or you actually don't know them. But now I have friends from Instagram, followers from Instagram ask me, is that you in that Vix ad? And I have to tell them, yes, it's me.
It's been a long journey. It's been a beautiful journey I've been following, and thank you again once again for coming to Margazhi Mozhi. And for those people who are wondering what is Kamala doing here, so Mozhi language Namabashe, and I have actually specially requested her maybe to share some of the stories of Krishna, her beloved Krishna, which she's been sharing.
Beloved
Uh,
Krishna.
yeah, from Vrindavan to the south to the north, and little bit of here and there. So I would love to know what have you curated for us today, Kamala.
Okay, I think everybody knows. See, Krishna stories, the more you hear, the more you want to hear. The same stories again and again. I think as children, we all started with Gajendra Moksham, which happens to be my most favorite.
So will you
And
narrate it in your style for us? And when you're narrating, I'll highlight you and put myself minimum so that there's more of you and I can listen to you. Would you like to do that, or do you want to share a little bit more and then go get on to the story part?
okay, I can do one quick Gajendra Moksham any day.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so I'll continue in my Namabasha with a little bit of Hindi and English here and there. ஒரு காலத்துல இந்திரதும்னு ஒரு ராஜா இருந்தானா. அந்த ராஜா என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கானா, குளத்துல குளிச்சுட்டு இருக்கான் தன்னோட ராணியோட. அப்ப குளத்துல குளிச்சுட்டு இருக்கட்ட அவன் பெரிய பக்தனா இருந்தான் நாராயணரோட. எப்ப பார்த்தாலும் நாராயணா நாராயணா சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கிறவன் தான். ஆனா அந்த குளத்துல குளிச்சுட்டு மயங்கினப்போ அங்க ஒரு ஒரு ரிஷி வரான். அந்த ரிஷியோட என்ன பண்றான், காலை பிடிச்சு விடுறான். ஏன்னா இல்ல மந்தமா நிக்கிறான் அவன். மந்தமா நிக்கிறத அந்த ரிஷி சொல்றாரு, ஐயோ நீ என்ன மறந்துட்டு உன்னோட லேடிஸோட உன்னோட ராணியோட இப்படி குளிச்சுட்டு இருக்கே, இப்படி மந்தமா நிக்கிறியே, நீ அடுத்த ஜென்மத்துல ஒரு ஆணையா பிறப்பாய். பிகாஸ் elephants are known to wear just stand still and mandam without any expressions. சோ அடுத்த ஜென்மத்துல என்ன ஆகுது, இந்த இந்திரஜும்னங்கிற ராஜா வந்து கஜேந்திரனா பிறக்கிறார். கஜேந்திரனா பிறந்தாச்சு. அவனுக்கு இப்போ now he has a herd of its own. He's got his wife, he's got his children. அவன் எல்லாரும் திருப்பி குளிக்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு குளத்துக்கு வர நன்னா குளிச்சுட்டு இருக்கான். அப்போ அதே சமயத்துல அங்க ஒரு முதலை crocodile அங்க வருது. அந்த முதலைக்கு ஒரு ஒரு பேக் ஸ்டோரி இருக்கு. ஹூன்னு ஒரு ராஜா, அவன் ஒரு கந்தர்வன். அந்த கந்தர்வனும் இதே மாதிரிதான் தன்னோட ராணிகளோட குளிச்சுட்டு இருக்கிறத ஒரு ராஜா தேவலான ஒரு ரிஷி. அந்த ரிஷியோட காலை போய் பிடிக்கிறான். Just for fun we do this, no? He just pulls his leg under the water. அப்போ அந்த தேவலாங்கிற ரிஷியும் அவனுக்கு ஸ்ராவம் கொடுக்குறான். ஹூங்கிற கந்தர்வனுக்கு, நீ இப்படி முதலே ஆட்டமா காலை பிடிச்சா இல்லையா, நீ அடுத்த ஜென்மத்துல முதலையா பிறப்பேன். அப்போ இப்ப என்ன நடக்கிறது, இந்த ஜென்மத்துல கஜேந்திரனோட காலை வந்து இந்த ஹூங்கிற கந்தர்வன் who has taken rebirth as a முதலை காலை பிடிச்சு விடுறது. அப்போ நம்ம கஜேந்திரன் வந்து பயங்கரமா வேண்டிக்க எப்படியாவது விடணுமே ட்ரை பண்றான். அவனோட ஹர்ட்ல இருக்கிற அவனோட ஒய்ஃப், அவனோட குழந்தைகள் எல்லாரும் அவனை இழுக்க பாக்குறான். பட் nobody is able to do. இப்படி வருஷங்கள் போறது. இன்ஃபேக்ட் they say he stood there for thousands of years. மொள்ளமா பொண்டாட்டி போயிடுறாங்க, ஏன்னா இது சரிப்பட்டு வராது, இங்கே நின்றுட்டு இருந்தா நம்மகிட்ட காலம் வேஸ்ட் ஆகுது. And then the children also leave. Nobody is there. He is all alone. See, what it signifies is நம்மளோட கடைசி காலாந்தரத்துல நம்ம தனியா தான் நிக்க போறோம். நம்ம people we think are ours, நம்மளோட own, that is our children, my wife, இவ யாருமே உன் கூட வரப்போறது இல்ல. So last அவன் எல்லாத்தையும் தன்னோட எல்லா முயற்சியும் ட்ரை பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் when he gives up, he says Narayana ஆதி மூலமே he calls. So the importance of the word ஆதி மூலமே, Brahma hears it, Shiva hears it, and Narayana hears it. Brahma says, I am not Adi Moolam. Adi is the beginning, Moolam is the end. He says, I am only the creator. Then Shiva says, no, I am only the destroyer. Naan illa Adi Moolam. Then Narayana realizes, adu naan akum, because Adi and Antam, rendume avardan. So Narayana comes down on his Garuda with his chakram bandittu, tanoda chakrata viduva, it goes and cuts the crocodile's neck. The Gandharvan also attains moksham. Gajendran tanoda appo Gajendroda kaal when release ஆயிடுறது from the pity of the crocodile, and அந்த குளத்துல இருந்தே ஒரு தாமரையை எடுத்து கமலம் எடுத்து he hands over to Narayana, and Narayana along with him takes him to the Vaikuntham. So this is the story of Gajendran as crisp as possible.
That was very nice and very crisp. And actually, yeah, I didn't know, I think, about the crocodile having a backstory. You always focused on the Gajendran and, the Moksham part. Go ahead.
The crocodile also got a shrabam. Yes, the crocodile was also cursed. But so curses used to actually work during that time. Ipo நம்ம யாரையும் bless பண்ணாலும் curse பண்ணாலும் ரெண்டுமே நடக்காதா?
Is there some theory behind that? Why it doesn't work? The blessings, why that doesn't work?
Because we are so much into this Maya and material world that we have lost touch with the Supreme Lord. That's what the Acharyas say.
Okay. All right. So that was Gajendra Moksham. And then there's a lot of reference in your Instagram and your stories where you give to, Narayaneeyam. And are you also learning Narayaneeyam right now, or have you already learned? And
yeah, I learned chanting Narayaneeyam. There's this Acharya called Damal Ramakrishnanji who does Upanyasam. So he had come home almost 10 years ago. I had no idea about this book. So he gifted me a book and he said, start reading this. And that's how my journey into Narayaneeyam began. It was a very difficult book when I started on my own. Then I found an Acharya here in Bombay. And then I learned how to chant. And now I have a guru who takes online class, who teaches the meaning of Narayaneeyam. She is based out of Ernakulam. And she teaches us weekly twice. So yes, I'm learning the essence of Narayaneeyam now.
So there is a lot of, levels which we are in. So the first is when you hear it, you just keep hearing something, and then you go into it, you start learning how to recite or chant. And then it's only the next stage where the meaning starts, some of it dawns on you, and then some of it, like you said, you have gurus and acharyas who help you learn. So is there any favorite shloka or something which you often find yourself quoting or referring back to?
Okay, because my father-in-law succumbed to cancer. When he was detected with cancer, we got to know that chapter 8, Dashakam 8, the last shlokam of Dashakam 8 is Asmin Paratman Anupadma Kalpe, which if recited, Mahapariva has advised everyone to chant this to relieve yourself from the pains of cancer, specifically cancer he mentioned. So we started chanting this shlokam every day 11 times. So this is one particular shloka from Narayaneeyam that everybody, Mahapariva himself has recommended everyone to chant, learn and chant 4 lines. So basically it says,
will you say it now?
Yes. Hare Krishna. It goes like this. Asmin paratman anupatma kalpe swamitta mutta pita patma yonihi ananta bhuma mama rogarasim nirunde vatalaya vasa vishnoho. Hare Krishna. So, why this particular slogam was given by Mahapariva? I just recently got to know from Dushyant Sridharji, one of his Upanyasam, that this shloka says how Brahma came after every kalpa gets over, how Brahma comes from the Navi of Narayana. Similarly, each and every cell of ours is dying, right? During cancer, all good cells are also dying. So the God wishes, we are praying to Narayana that from each cell, may the divine energy come out so that our cancer is cured. That's how it is connected.
I'm actually getting goosebumps just hearing this.
Yeah, I just recently got to know. We were just chanting this. We thought we really couldn't correlate between the slogam and the why this was specifically mentioned for cancer. So many slogans are there. Almost 1036 slokas in Narayaneeyam, the stanzas in Narayaneeyam. But this particular slogam, that is how he connected Dushyant Sridharji.
Right. No, that's what even I was going to, I wouldn't have asked you here because it's a public forum as to why, why only this, but you've answered my question specifically. And like you said, from the new cell, so that new cell, more energy may come and the new cells may bring life, or at least less pain, relief from pain.
Exactly.
Because cancer is not something which only the person who is going through suffers. It's the family which suffers through with them. With every kind of disease the family goes through, but cancer, I think, is the biggest C of all, which people.
When you're ready to take in so many medications, why not 4 lines along with it?
Yes, of course, yes. So tell me a little bit more about how did Namabash start? How did you start it? And before that, I loved the Palakkad party. I have to say this. I loved the Palakkad party. She was just ruthless. Yeah, she was just ruthless and she was so brutal.
That was my way of putting across notions that was politically incorrect, if I would say, on my own, So that's how Palakkad party is still my favorite. My husband also says, please do Palakkad party. I have wasted almost 2 dabbas of powder on my hair.
Yeah, and I think one of my most favorite, since New Year is coming now, one of my most favorite episodes was where the granddaughters want to go and go for a sleepover, and we'll be sitting and talking in the night and chatting and watching. When it's like 9:30, 10, you are off to sleep here. What are you going to do?
Exactly. You've grown up in such a setting, but you want to blend with the modern time. And, your physiology doesn't allow you to blend because you're already asleep by 9:30.
I think with the new year coming up, that is one of the most relevant coming up. Very, very.
My favorite, I think my favorite was, has to be that one on yoga. Yoga and gym, whether you don't want to do any work at home, you will either lie down or you will run, but you will not go for a walk. You want to go to gym, you want special clothes for gym. Then you will eat all fancy stuff and not eat your regular meal. And apart from all the fancy stuff, you'll also start eating your chatram patram. So I think that was my favorite episode from Palakkad party. Yeah, very close to my heart because that is how my parties were. So this is not one imagined woman that I'm thinking of. This is just a mix of my paternal grandmother and my maternal grandmother.
I'm just laughing, some of the things really which stayed back, like we are pregnant. That was another funny.
We are pregnant. The pregnancy photo shoot. I was just asking my husband the other day, would you kiss my bulging belly for the public? He said, no, I can't do that. But but I appreciate today's men, Yes. They are so unabashed and they're willing to do what their wives are wanting them to do. So glad.
That is very true. And I think it is something very personal which people are ready to share with public. And maybe some of those men, like you said, who do not know that they can appreciate, even if they don't go to the extreme of, kissing the bulge in public, at least they can appreciate their wives. That is something which some of the lessons which can come from this, and which we also want to because we know we are all said and done, we are educated and we are privileged to be living in a society where the men are able to accept us as what we are, and we accept them, or we are ready to demand. Like recent episode of yours, you asked the family about cooking. I think that is so important. It's such a skill which everybody needs to have, but how many have?
Yeah. And so what is your because I got so many comments, and so many men in the family helping their wives. And just because it was not recorded, we couldn't, I couldn't gauge how many men were actually working in their homes. So I think 200 comments, at least 200 families, men are working.
Right. Very, very true. And
If
so
not,
when
if
you,
not full-fledged cooking, at least the cleaning part, taking out things from fridge, chopping vegetables. I think these little things actually help you out.
yeah, so they can see it is survival skill nowadays. It's not anything to do even about with the part of your whether it's a gender role. It's not about that anymore. It's just
Exactly,
for you.
exactly. Huh?
Very, very good. So, share a little bit more, some funny incidents or something which some, or did anyone get upset with you for having called them out or something? Tell us something a little bit more about your
No,
journey
see,
with Nam.
I think what I found out this recent one, no, where when I asked when do men help in their house, so many women openly criticize their dads and in-laws, father-in-law and husband for that matter, that he even doesn't go and put his glass in the kitchen sink. So many women, they're so open about it. Which I really found intriguing. I wouldn't openly say these things. Oh, whether my husband works or not, I'll not disclose it on a social on the social media platform. But so many women were like, no, I need to teach my husband. He doesn't do this. I have to do it for him. I wish he was like my father. A lot of things. And funny thing, I think everything is funny around me. It's your perspective. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I had been to my husband's office. Usually we hold hands in parks and malls. He was so worried. Please do not touch me. This is my work area and everybody knows me here. And I felt so lost without holding hands and without putting his hands on my, even in the photographs that we took in his office campus, he has not put his hands over my shoulder.
Oh.
I was telling him.
And you've now just declared this in public, which
so that's how he is.
Yes, a very, very. That's not how I think how people are in different places, and probably that was his moment that day where he was feeling a little bit more conscious about it. And maybe next time round you won't have that concern because he'll probably be hugging you close in all the photographs in the office too, right?
I hope so. I hope so.
So, tell me, how does your family feel about the Namabash? I know you have a lot of support, and your girls also, they are always on, also. Tell me a
What?
little bit about
Yeah, Shambhavika, this year I plan to do at least, I want to prepare a script and be ready with 45 minutes of, continuous comedy on Namabash. This is what my plan is. In fact, I got an opportunity to perform for 10 minutes at my friend's dad's 80th birthday, which was my first impromptu stand-up very recently, just 10 days, 15 days back. So it was, I got good, loud claps from the audience. You need to hear that clapping sound. That is what will
Yes.
keep you motivated on stage. You can't look blank on stage. You can't not have the roars of claps around you.
So now that you mention about a script, even for the Namabashe or for the Palakkad series that you've done, do you prepare a script? How many days in advance? What do you do? What triggers? Or you just open
No. If something really clicks, then I work on it on my mind. I never write it down. I under the shower while cooking, if I seem lost, then my husband knows the script is actually going on in my head, and I just come and record it on my phone. That's it.
Okay, so you haven't thought of any formal kind of a thing where you have this setup, mic, this, that, and
no, I need to get it this, because a lot of people are complaining of external noise coming in the video. Now I need to, I think, give more importance to all these things now. For me, it was just switching on the camera and recording whatever comes to my mind and just, putting it across as soon as possible before I forget it. That was my only criteria. But now people have started telling me your voice is not clear. I can hear a lot of background noise coming in. So now I'm planning, this 2026 is the plan to make it a little more organized.
And for more fans that you have accumulated, you have more than 20,000. I know last I saw it was 20-some thousand plus on Insta.
No,
what is it now? Has it become 30, 40?
Around 34.4.
Wow.
But not not
Congratulations.
all are not all are your Namabash followers. Most of them are hello madam, how are you ji, कैसी हैं आप type. Since your profile is open, it's very difficult to filter them out.
Mm. And but again, another thing I'm just thinking that Instagram, they keep changing their algorithms in terms of, not in numbers, saying in terms of the format. So suddenly you have reels, suddenly, how do you cope with all that? Do you sit and study it, or you just do your thing, and well, how do you cope with
So
it?
I do spend a lot of time on social media, which I think I need to cut down. But then I also think, oh, I'm making money out of it. People are
Yes,
recognizing me. I'm getting
exactly.
ads through this. Why not?
Yeah.
So
See,
I've just
once it's
changed my
become your
perspective.
profession. Yeah, once it's become
Hmm.
your profession. No, my question was more related to when a platform, and I've never seen a platform change so often the way they project than Instagram. And I can't cope with it. Facebook, I understand.
Oh,
YouTube, yeah, that
no,
the way they keep, yeah, that's what I'm asking. How do you cope with that? Or do they
no,
send you
it
some
does
kind of,
become. No, they don't. It does become little difficult. But since I spend a lot of time on you scrolling,
Hmm.
and watching you social media, that is Instagram particularly, so I get a hang of it. I know what are the latest changes happening in Instagram.
Okay, so this is a professional question, which I would ask any person who's an entrepreneur or like, content creator. So do you have any nearest competitor who you watch out for, or somebody, who you aspire to be like? Is there somebody who you consider that way?
See, I really want to create a niche for myself and get into stand-up comedy at a professional level. That is what my
Mm,
plan is for
mm,
2026. I've never given it a serious thought, but this year, because a lot of people have encouraged me, I've got calls from US. Those people are willing to sponsor me. They want me to come
wow,
and perform there. So I've got calls from US. They are willing to accommodate me. They are willing to pay for my tickets. I just need to come with
that
a
is
script.
big. That is
Ha.
big.
So
That
now,
is big, Kamala. Very
so,
nice.
so doing so doing these 5-10 minutes is very easy for me. But coming up with a script for 1 hour and coming up with different scripts to
Mm,
cater to
mm.
a larger audience, I think I'm working on it now.
Very
You never
nice,
know.
wonderful.
Fingers crossed.
No,
You never know.
no, no, we absolutely know that you can do it. Is there any other story, some of the stories which you have kept in your repertoire, some of it, something which you want to share? The Krishna
You know what?
stories or any story, Rama story,
Krishna's.
anything?
Actually, you want
No, no, anything,
stories? So,
whatever. Yeah, since we had
I
said
don't
when we
have.
started, I told you that I would like you to narrate some stories. So I want our audience to be able to listen to some stories. I don't know if anyone is hearing now, but later,
Yes,
anyone who does.
this particular story, this was actually a kavita in Hindi, okay, which I
Mm,
translated. I don't think I've put it on Instagram. I've recited the kavita in Hindi on Instagram.
mm,
Krishna has actually lost his ring, okay. So ring
mm,
is called
mm,
mundri in Hindi, mundri.
mm,
So he was playing with Radhika's hair, and his finger, his ring got entangled in her hair. Okay,
mm,
so
mm.
he goes and he's looking for his ring and he's not finding it. So and finally he calls out to all the sakhis of Radha and he says, whoever gives me the ring, I'm going to give them a gift in return, a prize in return. So Lalita Sakhi, the best friend of Radha, she comes and she searches everywhere and she finally finds it in Radha's hair. So she takes out that mundri and she says, Krishna, here is your anguti, mundri. Now, what is the gift that you're going to give, prize that you're going to give me since I found this for you? So he said, okay, I wear it on this finger, so I'll give a kiss to your ring finger. And he goes and kisses her ring finger. Now she says, hey Bhagwan, I wish you had lost your flute, then you would have kissed me on my lips. So this beautiful, see, all these things may look erotic, sensual, but if you look at from a larger perspective, from a higher perspective, this is the union with the Supreme Lord, the kind of affection that gopis had for Krishna.
Mm, mm, mm. Yes.
So
Yeah.
the madhurya bhavam of gopis is what touches me the most. I keep looking for stories. I keep reading for Gopika's love for Krishna. That's what I'm doing currently.
Very nice. And that's what in Vrindavan also is, that what? So, by any chance, are you planning to narrate the poem? Do you remember it? And are you planning to narrate it or
I
something? Or
don't.
is that for
I
another day?
don't. It's for another day because I don't remember the lyrics. Beautiful
Okay.
lyrics I remember, but I had
Okay.
mugged it up. But now I don't remember, recollect it.
No, no, we'll catch you another day.
Vrindavan.
Hmm.
I'll just quickly. Do we have time?
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
So,
sure.
you know what? My mother-in-law wanted to go to Vrindavan. She's a great Radha Bhakt and Krishna Bhakt. Her tickets were booked for March, but somehow she couldn't go with Gopal. My husband was planning to take her, but since she can't travel alone, but it got cancelled. November, one fine day, we were just scrolling through Instagram and we saw Vrindavan's story, and she said, "I want to go." I said, "I'll take you." It
Hmm.
was not me. I'll take you. I'll also come along. And she said, "Okay, let's plan a girls' trip." We wanted to go to Dubai, me and my mother-in-law and I. But we said, okay, let's start with Vrindavan this time. And 5 days of mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, we had a wonderful time in Vrindavan with no men around and no chick around, just eating to our heart's content, whatever was available. She being diabetic, I being diet conscious. We had lassis and parathas and kachoris and the wonderful darshan of Banke Bihari and Radha Raman, Radha Vallabhji.
Hmm.
And kudos to my mother-in-law for, bringing in so much of energy there. She
Hmm.
hardly goes for a walk here, but she climbed almost 350 steps there in Barsana. So all
Wow.
thanks to Krishna and
Very nice.
Radhaji.
Very nice. Wonderful. So nice. And yes, do keep Dubai on your agenda. We look forward
Yes,
to
yes,
seeing
yes.
you here as well. Right.
Yes.
Um,
I think that's
so
where I want to perform first. A
yeah,
live stage show.
that sounds absolutely. I'll manifest it for you and for us so that we can also see it. We'll
Please do.
definitely do
I'll probably start with the Kalyanam series, which is my favorite.
that.
A
Well,
Tambram
tell us.
wedding.
Yeah, tell a little bit more about that or anything particular from there that
You
you
know,
want to.
Tambram wedding from Ponnapakardu to Nalang to Bhakshanappai, who will hand over to who is on the guest list, who will get the Anjavari Murka and who will get only the Laddu. So, I love this part and I love the Nalang part. How honeymoon, going to honeymoon was a different ball game altogether way back, and how different it has become now. For us, it was either going to Kodaikanal or Shimla. If you're from the south, you go to Shimla. If you're from north, you'll go to Kodaikanal.
Yes,
But
yes,
now,
yes.
how things have changed, how children are, already they've decided that they'll go to a foreign country, they'll go to a nice location. They've already saved money for their honeymoon.
Yes.
Um, so these are the things that I would love to talk.
Definitely. And actually, we have here Rama Malar, a good friend of mine, and Anand Subramaniam. They every year they put up. They have a competition which is for drama, like it's like a drama competition. So maybe that is
Okay.
something where you could. And those are short, 10-minute dramas. And I'm just thinking I'll share with you after this is over, and maybe you would like
Yeah.
to pitch in there and then see, because invariably there is a special guest who comes from India, special judge who comes, and then so they have different kind of thematic
Oh,
dramas, and somehow
wonderful.
yeah, I'll do that. It just struck me now as you were saying that you would like to do Dubai. Why not? I'll share the details with you, and we'll definitely look forward to seeing. And yes, Tambram weddings are a riot, and they have become more of a riot now since we have all kinds of sangeet and haldi and everything included into it, which was not
So
technically a
it is
part of the wedding.
exactly. So it has become, already we had almost 3 days of wedding. Now with Sangeet and Mehendi and other things coming, cocktail also, it has become almost what 60s plan with two daughters. I'm just wondering how I need to sell one of my properties now.
No, but the good thing nowadays is also that the couple they share the
They split the bill.
the price. So that is one thing which is in a favor, and I'm sure that. But we don't know still, because your daughters are still young. There are a couple of years for them. We don't know what the trend is going to be by then, because I am seeing a lot of minimalistic and just call the thing and then just have one reception. I'm seeing that also simultaneously
Exactly.
as it's going on.
I wish I find someone for my daughter who says just Guru Ayur Lour Tali. That's it.
But that can be with 1,000 people around, so don't. So definitely wishing all the best for you for 2026 and your daughters, of course, and wishing all the best for 2026. And one small story, Kamala, before we wrap up. Any
Uh,
Krishna story, any Kamala, anyone which is
any
your,
any
yeah,
Krishna
any
story?
story, anything,
Let
anything
me
which you,
anything.
yeah, any mandal, anything, any story which really touches you or which is very close to your heart, or குழந்தைக்கு கதை சொல்லணும்னா எந்த கதையை உடனே எடுத்து சொல்லுவேன், அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது ஒரு கதை இருக்குமே.
Okay,
Can be
I'll just okay. This story is so close to my heart. This was
yeah.
told by my mother when we were 3 or 4. This is called the Katrika Kade. Okay, it's a little funny. Okay, the
Okay.
Katrika Kade. So there was this daughter-in-law and mother-in-law. The husband was out of town. Mother-in-law did not allow the daughter-in-law to have her favorite curry, which was Katrika curry. They had this eggplant tree in their house. So ஒரு நாளைக்கு என்ன ஆகுது, mother-in-law's brother is unwell. Mother-in-law leaves the place. This girl, அவள் என்ன பண்றா, அவள் இந்த கத்திரிக்காயை நன்னா பறிச்சு நன்னா நறுக்கி நன்னா அதை நன்னா எண்ணெயில வதக்கி, the whole the thought process that goes behind making a கத்திரிக்காய் கறி, நன்னா எண்ணெயில வதக்கி நன்னா பொடியெல்லாம் போட்டு அவள் நன்னா பண்ணி வச்சுக்கிறா. பின்ன அவ குளத்துக்கு போறா, குளத்துல குளிச்சுட்டு நன்னா ரசம் சாதமும் கத்திரிக்காய் கறியும் பெசஞ்சு பெசஞ்சு சாப்பிடுறா. சாப்பிட்டுட்டு she goes to this Narayana temple nearby. அங்க என்ன பண்றா, நல்லா சாப்பிட்டதுனால she just farts there, because அவளுக்கு அத்தனை கேஸ் ஆயிடுது. அப்போ இப்படி நின்று இருக்கிற நாராயணர் வந்து இப்படி ஆயிட்டாரு சடனா. அப்போ ஃபுல் ஊர்லயே இது, ஐயோ நாராயணர் வந்து மூக்க பிடிச்சிட்டு இருக்காரு, என்னாச்சு தெரியலையே, அவர் இப்படி நின்று இருக்கிறவர் ஹஸ்த முத்ரால அவர் வந்து இப்ப மூக்க பிடிச்சிட்டு இருக்காரு. So the Panditji says, ஆறு வந்து இந்த நாராயணர் ஒரு மூக்குல இருந்து கையை எடுக்கிறானோ அவளுக்கு வந்து 100 gold coins கொடுப்போம்னு. சரி, எல்லாரும் ட்ரை பண்ணி பாக்குறா, நிறைய ஸ்லோகம் சொல்றா, பாட்டு பாடுறா, பட் நாராயணா doesn't take out his hand from his nose. Then this girl comes, she says everybody please go out, I will have a exclusive talk with Narayana. Then she goes inside, she says, Narayana மூக்குல இருந்து கை எடுக்கிறியா, இன்னொன்னு விடட்டமா நான். So அந்த பயத்துல Narayana says, he just takes out his hand and he again goes back to his Abhaya Mudra. So this is the story, and that girl is gifted 1,100 gold coins by the pujari, and when her mother-in-law comes back, she says, wow, my daughter-in-law has earned for for 7 generations to come. And she praises her daughter-in-law and she says, உனக்கு இனிமே எத்தனை கத்திரிக்காய் கறி பண்ணி சாப்பிடணுமா பண்ணி சாப்பிட்டுக்கோ.
Oh God, amazing, because I think this is the only girl I've heard after me that I love katrika. Everybody else is so dicey, they're so iffy about katrika, yes or no.
No, katrika has to be made properly. You can't make katrika in 1 spoon oil.
Exactly. Very true. And I think a different version of this story is what my mother used to say, when that was with Pullayar and Sundal. One party used to eat Sundal, it was a version.
So this story, all these fart and gas, all this is what actually still keeping the addicts also, making them laugh.
Very true. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure talking to you, Kamala. Have a great,
Same here, Dr. Shambavi.
Take care of yourself, and we'll definitely catch up with you in Dubai in your single act of whether it's 10 minutes or half an hour or 1 hour. We look forward to seeing you here soon. Bye. And
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye bye. A very happy New Year to you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.